Hello, ladies and gents. This is Earl, and I have decided I wanted to try this one more time. I thought about this the other night when I was doing this showcase, and I did this. Let me see something here. I did this trying to. I did it. I didn't do it live. I just went with it, and first off, I got a new USB hub, which is pretty slick, and I wanted to give it a run out because every time I would do a video, it would want to cut in and out and all this stuff. And so far, so good. So that's A1. First order business is mentioning that. So then the next thing is that I had a couple of things that came up that were kind of weird about the way I played those first two rounds with Winged Foot and Keen Trace, and so I decided, let's get a comparison because, as you can see here on the score sheet, let me move this over just a smidge. We got a -1 on Winged Foot, which I think is going to be tough to duplicate, and we'll get a chance to do that. And then we got -2 on Keen Trace, which I think is maybe a little low for what I would expect. But again, I'm using this card here, which has horrible putting. Hello, Brandon Baker. Good to see you. So I have horrible clutch putting on this, so that's going to be a detractor for anything. Okay, so then the final reason, and a commenter, I think it's R. Morse is the commenter, pointed something out, and I was just like, I feel like I had it right in my mind when I was up pulling these things apart, but then I look at his comment, I look at the title, and I know I put Mercury's Sundial, and it's like, why the heck did I do that? And I think I was even thinking at some point, why would it be a sundial? There must be some kind of sundial that's on the course or nearby that Keith knows about, that he did a bunch of research, and he's like, and then it's like, no, it's Mercury's Sandal, which makes a heck of a lot of sense because it's Winged Foot and you got a sandal on that foot, and I have no clue what the heck my eyes were doing. It says it right here, Mercury's Sandal, and my eyes just went so I decided first off, I should do it with the right. So this guy right here, because I used Sharpie on it, we're saying goodbye to it. See you later. I wrote up another one, and I think I spelled Mamaroneck, New York, okay, although it is in some pretty good chicken scratch. And we're going to play. So we're going to play another round of this. We're just going to go right from the start. I'm not going to do a lot of preview, because if you want to see the preview of the holes a little more in-depth, although I would say a good way to do this, if you want to, I should be looking up here, is to actually get out a web browser and take a look at the holes and see how they line up here, because I haven't done this yet. If you want to understand why certain holes are designed the way they are in History Maker Golf, that would be a good way to do it. Just go and take a look and say, oh, wow, it's a dog leg left. I can't tell for sure that it is. My guess is that it is because it kind of goes from right to left, but heck, you never know. So let's go here. Tough hole, tough start. This course should make me end up. And this, why is this thing flashing? Seems like it's flashing every once in a while. It's another technical glitch, so to speak. So let's go. So course control, because any face of the white die you see here. And let's move this over here and make me a lot smaller because nobody wants to see me anyway. So, daunting, challenging, and so if you get a face here that's showing on the white die, that means the course controls it. If you get the white die with a face that isn't showing here, the golfer controls. And the golfer, you would take the other 3 dice and put them in ascending order. But because the course controls, you take the black and the silver, and that will be 23. And you look at 23 and it says in the trees in 2. So you go to the Golf Cam trees chart and you look at 1, and this is actually a good result. This means a good lie. But we also have this exclamation mark, which is going to confound things a little bit. So I'm not a workman in my recovery stats. So we get a wow, which means we're going to re-roll the white die. I get a blue chip, which is good. It's like some confidence. And we get a 4, which is going to be an easy birdie putt. And I'm going to hold on to that blue chip. So, and actually because of this, it actually goes from easy to moderate, because the little exclamation mark means the putt, if it's course controlled, the putt has to be 1 degree more difficult. So 1 or 2 will get me a birdie here at the start, and it's a 1. So on my second round here, I go from a double bogey to a birdie. So that's a bit of good fortune. So Larry Rice says nice, and I will say it thrice. No, that's from a stupid Golden Girls episode. I shouldn't admit that I know that. Okay, so 35 is going to be Golf Cam course. So again, 3 is course control. All faces except 6 are on this card for the second hole. Again, tough hole. These opening holes are just insanely tough. And I do get a flicker across the screen. I don't know what that's about. It might be that I have an idea. Let's try ditching this guy. That might be a little too much for the old thing to handle, the old PC. Anyway, so we have 3, and then we take the black and the silver, and it's 35, and we look on the card, and it's Golf Cam course, which is the square. So the 4, is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? Yes, it is. I need a clutch putt for par. And with my rust, this is where I'm probably going to be using blue chips to improve clutch putts, because I suck at them. I need a 1 to 3 for a neutral, and I get a 6. So now I don't earn a red chip for missing the clutch putt, but I still end up with a bogey putt, and so I need the easy bogey. Avoid 6s, and I do, but that's going to bring me back to even par. So the jerk start is now getting me, as I got a birdie on 1 and now a bogey on 2, and it's just going to get tougher and tougher here. We will see. So we get, again, 5 degrees course control, 55. We're back into the woods. Green side on this par 3. It's a long one, 243, and I still see a little bit of a flicker. Right. The other thing it could be is I might have like some kind of update going on my computer, which would be annoying, but is the way it goes. We also have this guy again, another bad deal. 4, workman. I'm not a workman, so moderate putt for par becomes difficult because of this guy. So I got to make a 1 to 3. Can I do it? Come on! And I do. So I par it. A good par, keeping me even through 3. Okay, another daunting one. We are shaper, but so it'll only be semi-daunting for us. So 4 is again, that will go to 15. Again, course control. We got 5 of them again. Golf Cam course. I don't see any updates, but something's fishy. Let's turn that guy off. Maybe that'll help. I got a new USB hub, and maybe it's the things I have plugged in aren't syncing up well. So, Golf Cam course and a 4 again. Cordial, no. Daunting. It's semi-daunting with a dot. So yes, we will be. I need another clutch putt, and this time I do not have a blue chip to help me. So I need a 1. Can I get a 1? Can I get a witness? No. So our easy bogey after taking a red chip, and I make the putt, but I'm to +2. So let's see if we end up in a situation here where we get a little closer to reality than the last time when I had a special result basically turn this into a bit of an unfair examination. And I am short a die. What happened? Did he jump out? That's interesting. Case of the vanishing black. Oh, there you are. It's a 6. Aha. Little pesky devil. Anyway, so 4 again. We got 5 course control. 36. It's going to be in the trees in 2. So we're going to have to get up and down near the green, out of the brush and thicket and all that good stuff. Green 1 again. I'm not a workman, so I get a pin chance. That's going to help. So we roll the white again. And the decider die. And it's in the hole. I get a birdie. So I catch it clean. It rolls down and it rolls in. And I am back to even par. So glory to whoever is watching over this round so far. And now we get to, I'll tell you what, even par through the first 5, not bad. And I had a couple double bogeys early on in that round. Somehow I escaped some of that here. I still have this red chip that I've got to worry about, but we're not going to worry about it right now as we go to a relative respite here at the 6th. Only 1 degree of course difficulty. And I get my red die erased by a blue chip 6. That's a par. And we will move on and take that and say good enough. All right, so the short par 3, all things considered, 162 is pretty short on a major course. And it's going to be course control 26. Is Golf Cam course. Par 3, green 2. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? No. We get an easy putt for par. We'll take that. Just avoid double 6s, and we will move on to 8. Oh, and we miss the putt. We get the yips, and that is going to lead to a gimme bogey. So back to +1. My putting continues to be my downfall. So I think the lesson here is that I'm probably not going to be able to use this other webcam. I might at some point try to buy another one so that I kind of have something I can look at. But this thing is pretty old, and as you could tell from the resolution, it wasn't so great. So yeah, anyway, so we miss a putt for par, and now we are again back to +1 through 7, and now we're going to go to 8, back to the challenge of the daunting holes, and 23 is going to be sand, and we get a green 1 again. The green is helping us out here a little bit, giving us some opportunities to catch some good mojo. So par 4, and it's going to be sand with the second shot, so we're going to have to come out with our third. Green 1. Am I chunky? I'm not chunky, so I got a pin chance. I would actually consider myself semi-sandy. I'm pretty good at getting out of the bunker, but for the sake of this card, I decided just to go with the semi-master and not get too greedy with that. So moderate putt for par with a 5. So we just need a 1 to 5 on the green die, and we make it just barely. It hit a spike mark and came back towards the hole at the end. And now we get to the par 5 fifth, a hole that maybe gets us to an even par on the front, which would be 1 better than our front 9 last time, with all of those blue chips that helped us come back from the 4 over after 3. But let's see what we get here. We get, oh, course control 14. We're in the trees. And so even on the easy hole, we get hornswoggled by the white die. Am I workman? No. So it is trees in 1 with a 14. That's still yipping around there, isn't it? So, not sure what that's about, but here we go with workman. No. Get an easy putt for birdie. Hey, we do get a birdie putt. I don't have anything to make it 6-6 miss, but we can go with the 1 to 4. Come on, baby, and you put it right in my back, didn't you? All right, so now a gimme par. Better not miss that. We did get 1-6 out of it, but that is a par, and we get match 36s with the first time we played this. So I don't think we're going to eagle 18 again. I don't think we're going to get a 33 on the back, but stranger things have happened. All right, another hellhole here. 10. Diabolical. And it's going to be 55. Golf cam course with a full daunting is, especially with rust clutch putting, not what we're looking for. Green 3. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? Yes. Clutch putt for bogey. Here we go. I am going to be a double here unless I can get a 1. Nope. 2. There's a red chip, and now the easy bogey. We got or easy double bogey. Gotta hope we don't get a triple here. Okay, good. But there is a double, and we are at +3 now. So the course has finally gotten its revenge on me for rolling the special result before, and now we are at 11, which is not too hard of a hole. We get golf cam course with 25, and then the 2, it's not daunting, not cordial, so we get an easy putt for par. We will take that and run with it. And head to 12 with a par. And I have to be done by 9, so that's why I'm kind of speeding through this and not doing much. Again, if you want to see a little more talk about the holes themselves, please check out the previous video I did on this, as although, again, I completely botched Mercury Sandal. All right, so now we have this par 5 with a choice. Do we go for it or safe approach? Let's take the go for it. Let's be aggressive. It only is going to matter on the question marks, but here we go with an aggressive 24. We don't get the question marks. We get the bunker in 3. Another green 1, so maybe an up and down chance here. So sand in 3, green 1. Chunky. I'm not chunky, so it's going to be a pin chance. Can we hole another one out for birdie? Wouldn't that be something else? Nope. It's going to be an easy par. We'll take that. Still +3. I probably should have had some little scorecards here. Larry says drink a beer quick. I might need more than 1 unless it's one of those special old like quadruple bypass IPAs or something like that. So here is your standard everyday semi-daunting challenging green 212-yard par 3 with an exclamation point and a frontal lobotomy at the same time. Let's see. Anytime we get a white 6 in this case, we would be happy. Unfortunately, oh, we get the 1, which is 1 better because we actually get to play off of our own card. Finally, I think this may be the first time I have control in this whole round. I am a control freak. No, I don't know. Hacker or gilded. No, I'm neither of those, so I go to experience. Am I an icon? I am, so it's going to be a moderate birdie putt. So we need a 1 or a 2. And I don't have to follow the exclamation mark because the golfer had control. So 1 or 2 and I'm good, and I get a 5. So that leaves an easy par. Tempted to use the red chip to go moderate, but let's save that for a rainy day, and we make the par. So a good roll on that par 3. A 1 won't get us control here. So again, 6s on these holes would be godsends. The other thing we could think about doing here, well, a couple things we could do. Probably not the best hole for this. We do have a fair amount of right trouble. Although, actually, you might say to yourself, with 36, 46, 56, and 16, that as long as you're not hitting the old golf cam course with the full daunting, you might be doing okay with that. Let's try it. Let's see. We're going to give it a black 6, and let's see if we can hit the silver on 3, 4, or 1, 3, 4, or 5 would at least get us a half chance at solving this. And so it is going to be 46, so it's woods in 1, but we get a green 5, which is that's a bit tough. Let's see if we can get through this without any pain. And I was a semi-master. Unfortunately, the dot is going to not give me my due here. So 46, that was, again, trees in 1. 5, master, no. Difficult par putt. So better than the double difficult, and better than a clutch bogey putt. Again, the clutches are horrible for me. But I get a 1 to 3 here. Can I make it? Nah. How about a 1 to 5 moderate bogey? Yeah, okay. So for me, if I get red chips, I should be using them maybe to buy 6s when I have the right-hand side. So, again, a little bit of theory here. If you buy a black 6, that's like the right-hand side of the fairway. So if you can get enough of those 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, and 66 to be what you want, either cordial, like a cordial golf cam course, or a daunting like hazards. You would want hazards. It's still, you're gonna have a 16% chance of ending up with that double difficult unless you've got master or sandy. But still, it might be worth it. And if water's there, you want to avoid that. Now with 1 is the left side, so a blue chip, you can buy a black 1. So anyway, enough of that. Carrying on a bit. Another tough hole, the 15th. What are we at? We're +4, is that right? +1, +2, +3, +4. 45 is the sand in 2. Chug, yeah, and then that sounds like a winner. Especially, I would imagine if you were on a play.con, that would be extremely fun. Especially, you get enough guys completely wasted, and I'm sure these games become even more interesting. As long as you don't end up with any out of contention golfers with vomit all over their feet. But it could happen. I've never seen it, but just a word of warning to all you drunk freaks out there that I would like to be if I could afford it. Not really. Anyway, chunky? No. And that's not to make fun of the drunks. You guys are good people. Anyway. I'm not chunky, so I get a moderate putt for par. Although it's difficult because of that stinking caution. How about a 1 to 3? Can I make it this time? Yay! A par. Nice. Take that, you stupid triangle. It should keep you as a percussion instrument. That is some exclamation point housing shape on a card. Anyway, just my editorial for the day. You can send your hate mail to Larry Rice at 475 Who Gives a Crap Lane. All right, so we got a 2 again. It's course control 66. We're in the rough, and I get a hey. This If I can have this green die on Keen's Trace, I might end up in the 50s, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It's probably, I'm going to get it all here. So, rough in 1. I'm not a workman, so I get a wow chance. I get a blue chip. I'm like rolling on the floor and hoping that maybe somehow I can roll back-to-back 1s again and get another eagle. I said I wasn't going to get an eagle on this course, but there's a 5. That's more like it. That's a moderate birdie, but it's going to be difficult because of the exclamation mark. So we will lag to get a gimme par if everything goes well. And you don't have to roll them that way. That's my little lag rule thing. I get a par. So take my difficult birdie and convert it to a gimme par and take the blue chip, and who knows what I'm going to do with that. Maybe the beer cart will give me a, I don't know, a shot of something. I don't know. At this point in the round, with being 4 over, I will take this. This is still not bad, but it's this -1. This is going to be more like it. If you're playing with a card that isn't like champion, hero, legend, semi-gold, putting, all that good stuff. Another green 1. So does this help? It does. It does. I'm in the trees in 2. In the trees in 2 and a 1, I'm not a workman, so I'm going to end up with a pin. I got a loaded green die here, which is giving me all kinds of 1s. Can I hole out another one? Probably not. Nah, it's a 6. That's what I deserve. There's a difficult par putt on the way. 1 to 3, and I blow it. Miss it by 6 feet. Just completely covered the face in lead, and I just pounded the you-know-what out of it. All right, so that goes from difficult to moderate. Moderate bogey, 1 to 5. We're not going to get 2 6s in a row, so +5 to the 18th. You do, Bob? That's good. I bet you and Larry didn't realize you were neighbors. So, but oh, I'm not going to say anything about that. But that is a comment that I can neither confirm nor deny. 35. And the golf cam course is going to bite you hard here with full daunting. Well, that green 6 might help here. So here is the inverse par 4. Is it a... Oh, no, it's the opposite. In this case, if it were a 1, you would get cordial. And it's not cordial, but at least you wouldn't end up with some kind of a bad deal. But it is daunting. Clutch putt for par, which for me is garbage. I can use the blue chip to make it normal. Can I get a 1 to 3? How about it? And it jumps the... It's like, this round is so bad I'm leaving. Can I... Oh, guess what? Looky there. It's a 2. Par. I did make it. So, what was that on the back 9? As now I know my thing is off kilter. So that's 4 over on the back. 35. That's a 39. 36 is 70. 5 plus 5. There is what I would expect from this course. Big problem. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. I think even if you gave yourself a blue chip a hole, it would be really tough to hit -5. There's just maybe a blue chip a hole, but you can't get the dauntings out of the way. So you're kind of so let's see. Wanna be drunk. How about that? Wanna be drunk. Here. There we go. That's me. Not really drunk. Just we'll say a sheet and a half to the wind. How about that? All right, so actually what I will get is Diet Mountain Dew, the halfway point. Grab a hot dog, a soda, take a leak, powder the nose. No, don't do that. Go inject. I mean, that's Bryson goes and injects something, but yeah. Anyway, to the first here at Bluegrass Trace in Nicholasville, Kentucky. This set may be a record for the most syllables in a name and city combo, because there are a lot of them. You've got Mercury Sandal in Mamaroneck, and then you've got Bluegrass Trace in Nicholasville. You also have Key, Carolina, which is in Kiowa Island, and then you have, to round it out, Statue of Liberty in, what the heck is that? Is that Jersey City? I think that might be Jersey City. I'm not going to look it up. You guys can do the research. I make too much money to do research. Anyway, here we go. All right, 135. We are in the driver's seat here on the par 4 first, 392. This feels like sliding under the covers in a nice, cool bed, putting your head on that pillow and just falling asleep compared to that other course. Duffer, Puny. No. Neither of those. Utility, no. Right now I'm nothing. I'm not cold, so I get a birdie. Give me birdie chance. Come on. No sixes. No sixes. Oh, 5 and 6. We'll take the birdie. We're 1 under after 1. That is what we want to see. Now to the second with a challenging green, but otherwise relatively accessible. It's going to be, let's see, side or die bullet. It's not bullet, so we go to the rough and one. So if the decide or die was bullet, we would end up leaving the chip in the fringe, and we would throw our club and potentially curse our very souls, which is always a good thing on the golf course. Semi-master. So let's see. I already checked this, right? So it's rough and one, and I checked this before, so I have to re-roll it. Am I a master now? Because I'm a semi-master. Nah, no such luck. Nope. Moderate putt for par. Come on, 1 to 5. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, this is nice. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield with a little any way you want it. So yeah, here we go. We've got some. I keep saying here we go. I think that's like my catchphrase, which is pretty absurd. Anyway, not a legend. So it's going to be short game check. 2 stone. I am stone. I get a moderate putt for par. So that one bites me. 1 to 5, and I missed that. So now an easy bogey. But I'm back to even. So Keen Trace, or Bluegrass Trace, excuse me, decides to punish me for my blasé attitude about its syllables and all that good stuff. 1, 2, 5. I have control of the, was it all? I think 3 of the first 4 holes here, which is maybe twice as many as I got on all of the other course. Bomber. I am a bomber. It's going to be long, and it's going to be a short game special check. With a 5, am I stone? Yeah, I got a double difficult putt for birdie. So stone, I got to stay away from these short game checks, but they come up a lot when you're getting control all the time. So double difficult putt for birdie. We're going to have to lag it, which makes an easy par. So again, double difficult becomes easy. Difficult becomes gimme. You don't have to do the roll. If you want to do the roll, it's this. If you get 2 1s and the decide or die, you make either putt. If you don't get the decide or die, you only make it if it's difficult. If it becomes gimme from double difficult, then and again, this is something I came up with. I don't know, maybe someone else has too. But but then if you roll the sixes, that gives you less. So like if you get 6, 6, and dot with a double difficult, it only goes difficult. So you basically really pay a deep price there. So now where was I? Oh, I went from a double difficult birdie to an easy par, and it's there. So we will move to 5. Yeah, that hat. That hat is so, yeah. You buy a hat like that, you should get a free bowl of soup. But it looks good on you. Jim Nance syndrome. No, I haven't started eating my toast in charcoal gray or whatever. Whoa, I just had like 50,000 notifications come to my phone for some odd reason. All right, another scoring hole. Can we get something here? And we get double cordial 6. That'll be a birdie. Back to -1. The question is, can we beat -2 here? I don't know if we will. We don't get a blue chip with that one, though. With the double cordial birdie, you don't get a blue chip. All right, 6. Oh, no. Not another special result. I don't need any more of these. If I get the 26 here, I wouldn't mind it on this course because I'd kind of like to see this thing get ripped apart. But I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to end up with some wackadoodle Baba Booey one or whatever. 26! Give me putt for birdie and I'm in the zone. Okay, here we go. We got our gimme birdie. Better make it, and we do. We'll take this liberty. Nah. You know what? I'm not gonna defraud the whole thing. That's kind of defrauding it. And I forgot to make a choice. I would go for it every time, just playing a casual round. So I'm not gonna go with the whole in the zone thing. But it was kind of nice that I called it. 1, 5, 6. We already had that roll. That might be a short game check, which is not a good thing for me. But let's see. Is that correct? No. 1, 5, 6. Legend or bomber. I guess I must have checked that off of the par 3. Yeah, okay, I'm a bomber. I get a blue chip, and it's a gallery cheers, but we've got green 6, which is the worst lie in the fairway. We basically land in a divot. Hacker, no. A difficult putt for birdie. We will lag this one. And we lag it, and that leaves us with a gimme par. And we take our par, and we're still 2 under par. So we kept the gimme birdie. We're just not doing the in the zone thing. In a tournament, we'd let somebody, knowing the way my luck has gone the last 3 years, it would be Dustin Emmerich. But all right, double cordial, par 5, and we get control with 4, 5, 5. That's not a very common roll. Let's see what this dials up. I'm sure I've gotten it before. Legend, no. Hacker, no. Champion, no. Right now we are semi-hot with a dot, so the 4 asks if we're hot, and we are, so that's going to be an easy birdie putt. I'll make it gimme with the blue chip, avoid the 6s, and we are at 3 under, so woohoo! HM, yeah, right. Hey, it's the original Grognard. As an aside, I am a chemist, an organic chemist, which we use Grignard reagents, which are probably different than the original Grognard, but welcome. I saw you put together a little video on some HMG, so kudos. I hope you like this game. It's I've been playing it for the last few years, kind of. I don't want to say incessantly because I take some breaks from it, but it seems like it's something. Okay, white 6, that's a par. Get another blue chip, And we're 3 under on the front. 32. We'll take that. Or no, 33. I was looking at the wrong score. 33. Yeah, good. Okay, to the 10th. And, yeah, let's see. And it's going to be golfer controlled 3, 4, 6. So we've really had very few course control on Bluegrass Trace here. It's a pretty cut and dry track. Bomber or dynamic? I am bomber again. I get another blue chip, and it is great that the gallery is cheering me. I'm soaking it in. I am looking for my hero rating. I got it, so I get an easy putt for birdie. Let's hold on to the chips and see if I can get a 1 to 4. Take a little chance here. I need my Billy Baru. Oh, Billy, 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 Billy. Oh, Billy. Yes! Yeah, birdie 10. Keeping the chips. And we're to 11. L par 5-0. Another direct one. 1, 2, 2. We're not going to be lucky enough to get an eagle chance here, are we? 1, 2, 2. Nah, Duffer, not utility. Yeah, and it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. We're going to let it ride. I need a 1 or a 2 here for a birdie. And we get a 5, so even the 1 chip would have not gotten us anywhere. So easy par. And that's good. So still 4 under. As opposed to... So it would be nice symmetry if we end up 5 under on this course and 5 over on Mercury's Sandal. So here's a tougher one. Let's grab control on this guy. Might bite us, but why not? Why not? I mean, there's plenty of reasons. 1, 3, 5. Duffer puny, no. Utility, no. Right now I am semi-hot with a dot. It's going to ask if I'm cold on the 5, so it's going to be a moderate birdie putt again. So we'll take that. We get easy par at the very least. Maybe we'll make this 1 or 2. We're due for 1, and we get it. 5 under. Now I think I'm aiming a little bit low. Kind of kick off the side. Okay, cool. Grognard is going to do some more HMG, and like you said, this is probably the most interesting part of this game is how streamlined it can be to run a tournament. You know, it's like, you know, it takes all the time. I don't know. I guess I don't have Atma Golf. I don't have ASG or any of the other kind of, there's a few other ones. And my impression is if you wanted to play a tournament, it would just take you forever in those games. But maybe they have some mechanisms to simulate some of that stuff as well. But this one, and not only that, they kind of give you a blueprint to kind of do it yourself, do points or whatever, to just have an overall like standings over the course of a season. I mean, you could just pull up the PGA Tour method, but you know, Keith kind of puts together something in there which will kind of just a kind of a quick and easy way to do it. Although, you know, you're talking probably going to have to put together something in Excel. And anyway, so okay, this is a little tougher. Again, I think I mentioned it before in tutorials. You know, you see the daunting, you see the cordial. The real thing that's going to probably give you some idea of how tough it is the course control. I mean, the daunting just adds to it. I mean, if you saw this with cordial, it, you know, it might depend somewhat on how many spaces, you know, the squares you have here, as to whether it's really going to be a good chance at a birdie. But usually the more of these you get, the less of a chance you're going to see cordial. And yeah, and it also increases the chances you're going to end up with a daunting there, or a semi-daunting. A lot of these courses end up with semi-daunting. Okay, so it's gonna be golf cam course, green 4, and this is gonna end up. We aren't daunting, which will help us here and get us an easy par putt. And so we just have that 6-6 looming over us, and it doesn't come true. So we're 2 under on the back, 5 through 13. Okay, so here's a tough par 3, 209. You're probably not going to birdie this, but you do. I mean, well, what we could do is we could grab control of this. I feel like if I either had champion or laser, I would be more likely to take control. But then if you take control, then you don't get a blue chip for a 6, which you can take right there and take your par, and you're probably going to end up with a par anyway. So you've done yourself one better. Now, if I get a moderate birdie or a moderate eagle on 15 here, I can bring it right up to gimme. Okay, so we've got some stars here where we can choose either the difficult eagle putt. Now with 2 chips, taking that difficult to an easy eagle, that gives us a gimme birdie, but if we miss the easy eagle. But let's see what we do here. And we don't get control. 26 is going to be a star, so we've got the smart play. So that is going to mean we have a difficult putt for eagle or a gimme birdie putt. And of course we're going to try to upgrade. So we got 1-2. We're going to take that to easy. And now we need a 1-4 to get an eagle and to go to 7 under on the round, and we get it. That was nice. You don't really get those stars very much on those holes, but we got that white 5, which was a great coup there for us. So yeah, 7 under now. And okay, we got another 5. That's we can handle that. 34 is going to be golf cam course again. Without the one we don't want it on is 18. Par 3, golf cam course, green 3. Cordial, no. Daunting, no. Clutch. We got a clutch putt for par now. This is trouble. We need a 1. We're not going to get it. Oh! Thank you. Thank you, Sally. You made my day. All right. I didn't even kiss it. 3, 4, 5. We're going to lose that blue chip on a Gallery Groans. I scold the heck out of it. What does it say? Push shot drifts towards the rough. Give me a boo! So workman, I'm not a workman, so I end up with a difficult par putt. So that means I'm going to miss this one. I've only had the 1 bogey. Can we get a 1-3, please? Nah. Poop. Moderate bogey. Avoid the 6, please. Okay, we'll take that. Now we're at 18. Probably the toughest hole on the course, although we could get a 1 or a 2 here. A white 6 would be a nice way to finish this off. We don't have anything to keep away from this water, though. Down the right side. And it's going to be 16, so let's see. We got to look at there's an asterisk there. So we look at the asterisk. Legend, champion, or shaper. We're a shaper, so we get to use golf cam course. But it is going to be daunting. We're going to end up double bogey in this hole, man. This is a shame. We may end up at -5. Par 4, green 2, cordial no, daunting. The decider die says a whopping yes. We are clutch putting for bogey. We need another 1, and we're gonna have to. Oh, got that last roll, and I get my bogey, and I don't have to worry about the whole red chip thing, which is kind of like a weird thing on 18. I always say I can use it, but so we were at 4 under on the back, and then we lost 2 shots on the last 2 holes. So that -2 is going to be 34. That's a 67. -5. Is that right? Let me see. one even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5. So there we go. 10-shot swing between the two. Player of the game golf. Yeah, I was getting a little cocky there for a while. Things. Where's my... There. We'll put this thing back on, eh? I know you guys want to see me. Yeah, I was getting a little cocky there. You know, you thought after the eagle and I was getting some ones, it's like, yeah, hey, this is good. But anyway, this was a little bit more what I was hoping for the first time, and you know, the best laid plans, you get a you get that in the zone. And I should have just done what I did this time, which is just like, I don't want it, and that kind of like made it better. So this was a little more authentic. I gotta go because I gotta talk to my parents, and things are crazy because we've got school ending, and I'm happy that we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with all of the virus stuff. So that's good. I hope. Keeping my fingers crossed that is the case. I guess we will see in time. But hope all you are safe and well. And thanks for watching. Let me check one more thing. Yeah, that was yeah. And Emmerich has had his share of flying away with it and then kind of like backing it back up again. So, and I've heard of Downey games, and I just haven't gotten a chance to do any of those things yet. I may have to put that on the list of stuff to think about this year around like Christmas time, when I start to get some more funds, because we've got we're gonna have a college age kid here in short notice, and that is going to that's going to mean I have to just enjoy the things I already have for the most part. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this second time around these two courses. I may do that because I can do this pretty quickly. I may do that with the other two, just to because I'm going to use Key Carolina for the championship. So that will be one that I'm going to use on the tour. But I might do it anyway, just because this was kind of fun. You know, I try not to root when I'm playing the TGT. So in this case, I'm kind of like rooting for my own guy, and it makes it feel a little bit different. And although I don't know what would have happened on Keen Trace if I had started going like 2 or 3 over. I might not have been quite as jovial, but who knows. You miss Emmerich. Okay, I will. Yeah, I don't think there's any ill repute there, Larry, but there better not be. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Emmerich is hanging around, but he doesn't have quite the same rating. And it's also somewhat intentional in certain ways, like this rest situation that I've been doing, or the player usage. You know, trying to simulate more of the PGA Tour, where you just don't see, you know, Dustin Johnson at every tournament and Bryson DeChambeau at every tournament. You do see some guys, you know, you get some variety. You get a little more variety. And it's not to say they don't play tournaments that are like your, you know, crap hole invitational, or, you know, butt munch open, whatever it is. You know, there are some smaller tournaments that. So those are some sponsors that play may or may not want to consider as potential No ill repute, Nast. Shoot left-handed. Yeah. One-handed, actually. Yeah, we're gonna call him Dr. Hook now because he is no. I will admit to the fact that my grandfather, one of my grandfathers had lost a hand back when he was alive. It's been a long time since he passed away. No big deal about that, but he a farming accident, power takeoff, all that good stuff. Just those guys were daring around machinery, and more so than they probably should have been. And so he had a hook, and it always made him a little menacing, but he was a real cool guy, and he was probably the first one to ever say to me, "Earl, you better find a job where you use your brain, because if you try to use your hands to do something, it's not gonna work out for you." So I was pretty young then. I don't think I knew what it meant at the time, but eventually I got the drift. So anyway, good night. Again, I gotta call my parents. Anyway, see ya. Thanks a lot for watching. So we go from 5 over on winged foot to 5 under on keen trace. That's a nice little day at the golf course. See you soon back here on Tenacious Sports. Good night, everybody, and God bless.